Coming up on This Week in Torrance, 2 million square feet of industrial and office space is on the market.
Then preparing for more rain this month, we'll tell you what the city's offering for free to help protect your home.
Plus, a local elementary school celebrates a new campus.
And we have the latest on construction projects happening across the city.
These stories and much more just seconds away.
Your local news starts right now. Hello and welcome to This Week in Torrance. I'm Jin Chin.
And I'm Ben McCain. Thanks so much for joining us. Here are your top stories. The former Toyota campus in the city of Torrance is officially on the market. Firm JLL announced the site of what used to be Toyota Motor Company's North American headquarters. It's now up for sale. The nearly 2 million square feet of office and industrial space on more than 110 acres is sure to drum up a lot of interest due to its location and size. In 2014, Toyota announced it would relocate its separate North American headquarters for manufacturing, sales, marketing, and financial services to Plano, Texas. The campus offers many perks to potential buyers with more than 8,000 parking spaces, 18 buildings, and 2 hydrogen fueling stations, to name a few. The firm also said in their press release that Toyota invested more than $5 billion in its businesses in California to date, and nearly 2,000 team members will continue to work at other Toyota facilities throughout the state of California. So far, there's no price listed. Toyota Motor Sales, Inc. opened its U.S. sales and marketing headquarters in Torrance in 1982.
Torrance police are looking for any tips to help find a hit-and-run suspect. Officers recently responded to a call of a male pedestrian hit near Hawthorne and Delama Boulevard. He was severely injured and appeared to be struck by an unknown vehicle. Authorities say the pedestrian was walking outside of the crosswalk in the 20,000 block of Hawthorne Boulevard at the time when a car traveling southbound struck the pedestrian. The injured male is said to be 51 years old and was transported by Torrance fire personnel to a local hospital. So far, investigators believe the driver was in a dark gray color car that may now have some front end or windshield damage. Southbound lanes on Hawthorne Boulevard were shut down for 5 hours. Anyone with information is encouraged to call the Torrance Police Department. That number is 310-618-5557.
Air quality regulators held a hearing for more than 7 hours asking the Torrance Refining Company to improve their electric system and reduce flaring events. The meeting was held in Diamond Bar and was live streamed on the SCAQMD's website. The South Coast Air Quality Management District Board questioned refinery officials about their power outages that led to multiple flaring events and what the refinery has done so far to combat this issue. The refinery proposed a plan to improve the electrical system in hopes of easing community concerns. It includes evaluating critical devices to ensure proper battery backup, evaluate steam systems to make sure flaring happens safely, and to perform a drill simulating a power outage. Refinery officials say they've been meeting with Southern California Edison technicians to come up with a solution to avoid such power outages, and also plan to build new infrastructure so the refinery has its own power lines. Mayor Patrick Fury spoke at the hearing.
Our goal is to minimize and prevent flaring that cause a nuisance and a fear in our community, and ultimately provide a dedicated power supply to the Torrance refinery. And the city will continue to meet with Southern California Edison and the Torrance Refining Company monthly to keep dialogue moving towards a resolution.
Others asked the refinery to implement its plan quickly and for the board to hold them accountable to a stricter timeline. Officials say during a complete power outage, they're not aware of any way to avoid flaring because gases have to be released and leave the system. Refinery officials further say there is no way to predict power outages. The meeting was held over several days.
Well, with many experts claiming the drought could be over, a local city official says people should still continue to be water wise. Senior water analyst Chuck Scheich says Torrance residents should still be mindful of conserving water and continue to make efforts to do so. Now, this includes turning off the water while you do simple everyday tasks and limit water use, such as reducing shower times, turning the faucet off while brushing your teeth, and cutting back on outdoor water usage.
Speaking of water, there's more rain expected this month in Southern California, and the city of Torrance is making sure you have the resources to protect your home. The city's Public Works Department is offering free sandbags to residents in single-family homes and duplexes only during storms. Each person can pick up a maximum of 25 filled sandbags for free at the city yard located at 20500 Madrona Avenue. When it's not raining, residents can stop by from 3 to 4 p.m. Monday through Thursday and on alternate Fridays from 2 to 3 p.m. Now, if you can't make it to the city yard during those times, Torrance residents can always call the Torrance Fire Department to see where sandbags are available for pickup. On rainy days, residents can come by Fire Station 1. If these locations don't work for you, the County of Los Angeles Department of Beaches and Harbors will also have free sandbags available at Torrance Beach. You can stop by at 305 Paseo de la Playa near the entrance kiosk.
The community came together to witness a special moment as Assemblyman Al Muratsuchi was officially sworn in. It was a packed room inside the Torrance City Council chambers as Los Angeles dignitaries, state officials, leaders from across the South Bay and local community members came out to show support for newly elected Assemblyman Al Muratsuchi. Assemblyman Patrick O'Donnell, State Senator Steve Bradford, and LA County 4th District Supervisor Janice Hahn were all there to welcome him back to Sacramento.
I look forward to your success and being your partner as we represent our constituents for the good.
We need people that will go to the final bell and never, ever yield in the battle to create the California that we all want for our children, for our children's children. So, as we all know, you were all instrumental in re-electing and getting Mike back to Sacramento. And Al, everyone here worked so hard. And I say thank you again. Welcome back.
Muratsuchi took time to thank his family and says he wanted to host a special ceremony to thank all of his supporters. Muratsuchi is a former Torrance School Board member and is a prosecutor and deputy attorney general with the California Department of Justice. He was first elected in 2012 to serve the 66th district. Then when running for his second term, lost to David Hadley. Muratsuchi won in 2016 in another highly contested race against Hadley. Muratsuchi says he will continue to fight for safer communities, protecting the environment and the well-being of local residents. During his first term as an assemblyman, he opposed coastal oil drilling in Hermosa Beach and has always fought to improve and support services for homeless and disabled veterans.
And we're going to fight for women's rights, for veterans, for immigrants, LGBT, Muslims, and all the beautiful diversity that makes up the South Bay.
I, Al Muratsuchi, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States.
Muratsuchi says his top priorities also include a safer Torrance refinery, supporting the aerospace industry, and education.
You know, Torrance is the center of the 66th Assembly District, the center of the South Bay, and so we're very happy to have the community come out to join us in celebrating our victory, and I look forward to working with the City of Torrance, with Mayor Pat Fury, and the entire Torrance community.
North High School's junior ROTC members presented the colors, and local Girl Scout Troop 4805 led the Pledge of Allegiance.
Still ahead, a Torrance doctor shares tips on how to fight the flu this season.
Plus, elementary school students promoted heart health awareness on campus. We'll take you there.
Hi, I'm Suzanne Huang, TV host, actor, and comedian. I've had breast cancer 3 times because, like most Asians, I'm an overachiever. I kept my diagnosis private, but when I was given 6 months to live, a friend said, "We are only as sick as our secrets." So I came out of the cancer closet, was literally loved back to life, and now I'm cancer-free. If you need help, call the LA County Department of Mental Health at 1-800-854-7771.
I'll be right back. Hi! You think you're probably sober?
Yeah.
But you're thinking about taking the back roads home, just in case. If you're probably sober, then why would you do that? Good choice.
Probably okay isn't okay. If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
That's a full glass of wine. I'll be chatting you later.
A local elementary school celebrated Valentine's Day in a healthy heart kind of way. Jump roping and exercising, Edison Elementary students broke a sweat and stayed active as they participated in the American Heart Association fundraiser called Jump Rope for Heart. The goal was to raise money to fight against America's #1 killer, heart disease. The event taught students ways to maintain a healthy heart, including good nutrition, exercise, and staying tobacco-free. DJ Ozzy was also there spinning some fun tunes at the event. And for Edison Elementary School Principal Jane Okazaki says this hits close to home.
Actually, for me personally, about 40 years ago, my father had a pacemaker installed, and about 30 years ago, he had a triple bypass surgery. So this event means a lot to me, and the support from the students, the parents, families, and teachers is really overwhelming and awesome.
You know, I just hope that this program can keep on going even after I'm retired, which may be coming up in a few years. It's so worthwhile for the children, and they need to learn now to take care of their heart. It's the only one they've got.
The event has grown every year since they started hosting it nearly 30 years ago.
Thousands of first responders laced up and ran to remember their own. The 2017 Los Angeles Run to Remember brought together officers, firefighters, and other first responders in honor of fallen members as they participated in the half marathon and 10K races. This year's run started at the Grove in Los Angeles and ended at the Pan Pacific Park. The event is also a fundraiser for many Los Angeles-based organizations and foundations. Representing Torrance was Sergeant Michael Chance and Lieutenant Daniel Moreno. To date, the Torrance Police Department has lost 4 police officers in the line of duty, with the most recent one in 1986. The Run to Remember race was inspired by Boston's Run to Remember that started in 2005.
South Bay students now have the chance to share their creativity with El Camino College. The annual El Camino Onizuka Space Science Day is around the corner, and you have the chance to win an invite to the special dinner on March 10th. Students in 5th through 12th grades can enter the art contest with original artwork that features the theme of Heroes of the Space program. Every form of original artwork is accepted. Here are the submission requirements. The artwork must be new. Only 1 entry is allowed per person. The artist must provide a unique title and personal information. The deadline is 10 p.m. on February 28th. The winner will be able to bring 3 guests to meet and attend the Space Science Day dinner with astronaut Kel Lindgren. Interested science students are also invited to attend Onizuka Space Science Day in honor of Ellison Onizuka, who was one of 7 crew members that lost their lives during the Space Shuttle Challenger disaster. This year marks the 31st anniversary of the accident.
Progress continues for 2 large projects continuing in Torrance. The 4,000 square feet of what will soon be a brand new Starbucks now has a wooden frame going up. The location used to be a Big 5 sporting goods store before a fire burned it down in 2015. The Starbucks will feature a drive-through element to offer even more convenience for its customers. Then another project is near completion. The newest McDonald's in Torrance is just 1 month away from opening its doors. It's located on Torrance Boulevard near Anza Avenue.
And the Torrance Area Chamber of Commerce teamed up once again with an international organization to bring business members together. Live jams by the Mockers delighted the crowd with tunes from the Beatles during the 18th Annual Japanese Business Association Grand Mixer. The networking opportunity took place at Sunrider International. The JBA is based in Torrance and was established in California in 1960 as a nonprofit organization. At the mixer, more than a dozen booths highlighted various business members within the JBA and the Torrance Chamber. Currently, there are more than 700 Japanese companies located just in Southern California alone, one of the highest concentrations of Japanese businesses operating outside of Japan in the world. The Consulate General of Japan, JPA President, and Torrance Mayor Patrick Fury spoke at the event. Mayor Fury says that he looks forward to building more relationships with Japanese businesses.
With one of the largest Japanese communities in the United States, Torrance is uniquely positioned not only as a great place to do business, but also as a great place for the employees of that business and their families to call home.
You get to value the different business practices from both of the different organizations that are represented here tonight.
It's the second year Sunrider International has hosted this event. Sunrider was founded by Asian American immigrants in the 80s and have strong ties with the JBA. And while they are headquartered in Torrance, Sunrider does business in 40 countries around the world.
A popular mobile carrier is bringing their new service to customers right in the comforts of their homes. Verizon customers can now purchase the total mobile protection insurance. That includes the option of getting a broken or cracked phone screen replaced for $79 if you live in the right area. Now, Torrance is one of the locations that will be offering same-day service where a technician comes to your home to fix your cracked cell phone screens. Verizon says only 60% of their customers have access to this service. Also, same-day repairs are available on a range of iPhones and Samsung Galaxies. The company says that 30% of U.S. smartphone users currently use a phone with a cracked screen. Go to Verizon.com for the full list of areas that are now offering the service. Customers get 3 claims per year.
A pharmaceutical company headquartered in Torrance is taking their innovative health treatments international. Emmaus Life Services, Inc. recently was notified that their Japanese patent was approved for the use of its pharmaceutical-grade L-glutamine, also known as PGLG, that helps with diabetes treatment. A similar patent application is currently pending in the U.S. The treatment will reduce HbA1c levels, which is one of the best indicators of whether diabetics or pre-diabetics have blood sugar levels under control through the application of L-glutamine. Diabetes is a chronic disease that occurs when the pancreas is no longer able to make insulin or when the body can't make good use of the insulin it produces. Currently, the company is developing a treatment of sickle cell disease by also using L-glutamine. Emmaus Life Sciences, Inc. develops innovative treatments and therapies for rare diseases. Thanks to Torrance voters, local students are now enjoying a modernized campus. Carr Elementary School, located on 168th Street near Yukon Avenue, completed major renovations to its campus. Principal Richard Peterson says they now have a decorative fence, making the school safer, along with fresh paint and better walkways. Another safety feature added is a security camera system. Like other elementary schools, they are waiting for a new science lab to be finished. The local community, city council members, and even the construction company who worked on the project were in attendance for the celebration.
We're just very thankful that we've reached this process and that I hear so many things from the parents about how happy they are with the way things are now.
Carr Elementary has been recognized twice for being a California Distinguished School and also a National High Achieving Title I school. Currently, 343 students are enrolled. The school is named after Evelyn Carr, who was a member of the very first Torrance Unified School Board.
The robotics team at West High School will soon get seen on a larger platform thanks to their recent big win. West High's robotic team recently took first place at the First Tech Challenge Interleague tournament, qualifying them for the Los Angeles Regionals that will be held in Monrovia soon. Students Andrew Chan, Joseph Yanez, and Andrew Liu drove and maneuvered their robot through 5 qualification matches, 1 semifinal and finals match. West Torrance Robotics was founded in 2009. The team started with less than 10 members and now has nearly 50. The program, known as FIRST, was founded in 1989 to inspire youth to participate in science and technology-based activities.
El Camino College is set to receive nearly $1 million. The college's Center for Applied Competitive Technologies secured money for employment training funds for manufacturing workforce programs. The grant will be used to train more than 1,000 workers in California. The center is one of 6 for applied competitive technologies in the state, also known as CACT, that offers college-approved curriculum and workforce training. The grant is also one of 28 contracts worth more than $13.4 million in job training funds approved by the state's employment training panel. The areas of focus include renewable fuel and vehicle technology job training. The CACT program meets the needs of both large and small employers. For more information on the program, you can go to cact.org/Los Angeles/index.php.
And in other El Camino news, the college's satellite campus in Compton is one step closer to becoming independent. The California Community College's chancellor announced that the governance of the Compton Community College district will be returned to the district's elected board of trustees. This transfer of power means that El Camino College is on the path to having their Compton Center accredited as an independent college in the next few years. Compton College's accreditation was revoked over a decade ago due to administrative failure. In 2006, the college became a satellite campus of Torrance's El Camino College. The announcement came after the state found that the Compton district had met a comprehensive list of requirements for 2 straight years. Now, the hope is for the Compton Center and district to achieve full independence by 2020. California has 113 community colleges, the largest system in the nation.
The flu season is here, and both hospitals and health clinics are reporting a sudden jump in the number of flu-like cases. Desiree Higuereta shares what precautions doctors say we should take.
The flu season is hitting hard in Los Angeles County, with approximately 27 deaths in just 6 months. Now, the California Department of Health is predicting this year to be the highest in 10 years.
Flu season is on the rise, and both the doctor's offices and the emergency rooms are well equipped with it, and unfortunately we do expect to see more patients.
Here in Torrance, Dr. Mahmood says the amount of emergency room visits have increased, with people coming in with cold or flu-like symptoms. She says patients who haven't gotten their flu shots should get them now while they're readily available as we enter the peak flu season of winter and spring.
Highly contagious illness with just droplets or cough or kissing. So since it spreads widely, it's recommended to get a flu shot so that to ward off the illness.
Residents can also take basic steps to protect themselves from getting the flu, such as washing hands frequently, using hand sanitizer, and covering your cough.
We just urge people to get a flu shot. It doesn't mean that they will not get the flu, because the flu virus oftentimes changes its strain. However, it's the only tool we have to prevent the spread of illness.
Currently, the CDC reports that over 145 million flu shots have been distributed since fall. Doctors say it is best to be as precautious as possible to avoid hospitalization. For Torrance CitiCABLE, I'm Desiree Higuereta.
Thanks, Desiree. The CDC recommends that anyone 6 months of age and older should get a flu vaccine yearly, as well as those over the age of 50, pregnant women, and people with chronic health conditions. Well, still ahead, we've got some great upcoming events you won't want to miss.
We'll be back in just 60 seconds.
Welcome back, everybody. Here are some upcoming events to mark on your calendar. The Katie Geisert Civic Center Library is hosting a Seniors Don't Be Scammed meeting on February 21st from 10 a.m. to noon. The event is free and open to the public. Then El Camino College is hosting a number of events in celebration of Black History Month. On Tuesday, February 21st from 1 to 2 p.m., you can stop by to hear an African American lecture and see an art display called Free at Last with guest Fulton Washington. This takes place in the Alondra Room at El Camino College. Then on Thursday, February 23rd, from 1 to 2 p.m., come see the Black Student Union Showcase with Nigerian dancers. This takes place in the East Dining Room on campus. Then on Tuesday, February 28th, from 12 to 2 p.m., you're in for a real treat at the Taste of Soul Gospel Brunch and Read-In event with special guest William E. Johnson, featuring echoes of worship. This takes place in the East Dining Room at El Camino College. And on Saturday, February 25th at 5:30 p.m., you're invited to attend the Torrance Rosefloat Association Celebration Dinner taking place at the Torrance Cultural Arts Center's Toyota Meeting Hall. You can purchase tickets at torrancerosefloat.org. And before we go, we have a sneak peek at what's happening on the sports desk.
That's right, Byron. What do you have for us?
Hey, Jen and Ben, coming up on the sports desk. Find out who made it to the postseason and where you can see your team play as the CIF playoffs get underway in the South Bay. Plus, the Torrance Girls Softball League has a special opening day ceremony. See all the big names that came out to support TGSL as the much-anticipated season started out with a bang. Tune into the sports desk at 4 and 9:30 right here on CitiCABLE. Jen and Ben, back to you.
Thanks, Byron. Well, that does it for us on This Week in Torrance. I'm Ben McCain.
And I'm Jin Chen. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you next time.